what type of music do you think people need to know about that's from Kenya?
Oh, from Kenya.
Maybe not the brand, maybe just like genre of music.
So Kenya is has a very unique position even in the region. Of course, Afrobeat is the language of music in Africa, not just in Kenya. Right now, Afrobeat is
Taking over
for breakfast, for dinner, for lunch. That's Afrobeat. And of course, you guys Nigerians,
you're blowing it up right now.
I love your ambition, man. I love your ambition.
Just
Like as soon as something comes in, you run with it. You know, that's the Nigerian spirit.
Yep.
It comes with the population.
Yeah.
If you come from a country with 200 million people, you have no time to be slacky. You have to be really good. So I get that. This is what I believe. This is totally personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who's made it big on the music stage, global, regional, whatever, in your national music stage, everyone who's made it big, your music must have some origin or some original touch.
Something deeper.
Yeah, it must. For instance, Burna Boy's album that won him a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a Grammy, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the African Giant. I all of us wanted him to get.
Oh, you're talking about the first one, Twice as Tall.
Yeah, that's what got him the Grammy.
Yeah.
But for him to do Twice as Tall, before he did that, there was the African Giant.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the African Giant and Twice as Tall, that's kind of when he figured out. Like, if you listen to those albums, you hear the influences of the Fela Kutis.
They were also in African Giant, but I actually personally think Twice as Tall actually have more African. He has this.
That's what
he
I'm
has
saying.
so many African artists in there. He has so many African sample, like in the song.
Even
Monster.
has Sauti Soul actually.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite songs on the album. Probably my favorite is called "The Monster You Made." At the end of it, he played a sample of this Ghanaian writer. He was talking about the invasion of the British and how long they've been taken from us and all that. Like it is so many little things to make the whole.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta make, so if as long as your music is rooted somewhere,
right,
addressing something that your collective can share, it always goes. You cannot be like an African artist and you want to compete in a hip hop stage, and hip hop is a very like American thing. Yes, you can do it, but people who usually excel are the ones who their music is addressing, like, because music has to come from the soul,
right, and
your soul has to share something that you genuinely either believe in or you've lived and all that. So music that is mostly borrowed, like from your past, the other musicians of the past in your generation, if you kind of tend to borrow and make a thread and like modernize it, but it still has a stretch borrowed from the original, that's the kind of music that is timeless. Yeah, that it endures the test of time.
Yeah, I mean that is true in all type of music. Even hip hop and my favorite albums, they always have samples from other culture.
Yeah.
So long story short, so you're saying rumba and what other? You said that's other music genre that you mentioned. We even have like R&B. Swahili music is very R&B. What is a good Swahili music, that R&B artist that I can listen to, that you listen to?
Swahili R&B, that is Kenyan. Otile Brown.
Otile, how do you spell that?
Otile. Otile, that's his name. That's his name, Otile Brown. Brown, the normal Brown.
Okay, I have to check that
You
out.
have to listen to Otile Brown. If you're listening to Swahili music, you have to listen to Nadia Mukami. I'm trying to think about Kenya. All Mombasa music artists. So Mombasa is the coastal city of Kenya and the second biggest city in Kenya after Nairobi. And they tend to do very different music. Most of their music has Tanzanian influence since they share that border. And the Kenyans from Mombasa, or the coastal city, speak very fluent Swahili, which is like Tanzanian. So they share a lot. So if you pick any Mombasa song, Susumila, it's one of my favorite from Mombasa.
Susumila.
Have you heard?
I think I
probably haven't. Yeah. Also, Sauti Soul have very good R&B music.
Their music is good.
Yeah, they have pop. they have Afrobeat, they're very diverse and versatile.